Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Let's Work More Stock. Today, I wanted to do a quick video to follow up from our last video where we explained exactly what the stock market was, to today define what a stock is. So, Investopedia, which is a great reference for financial terms and information, defines a stock as an equity or a security that represents the ownership of a fraction or of the issuing corporation. Units of stock are called shares, which entitles the owner of the stock to a portion of the corporation's assets and profits equal to how much stock they own. Now, stocks are trading on the stock exchanges and are many times the initial purchase of retail investors as they start their investing future. Stock trading has to follow government rules and regulations, which are meant to protect the typical market participant from fraudulent activities and practices, whether it be from brokerages, the companies themselves, falsifying information, insider information, claiming to have new technologies or products that do not work or do not exist. So the Securities and Exchange Commission requires many companies to do periodic filings, to explain to them what actions they are taking with the stocks that they have and what they intend to do with their stocks in the future. Um, Companies are required to do a quarterly reporting of their financial status, and that's called earnings season. And once we get further into this, we're definitely going to be spending a lot of time looking at companies that are trading during earnings season. Now, what's an equity? An equity is the value that the investor would get back if all of the company's assets are sold and all the debts paid off. Now, corporations issue stock to raise capital to operate and grow their businesses. The holder of stock, or the shareholder, has a claim to part of the company's assets and earnings. As the value of the stock increases, the shareholder's value increases along with it. Now, for instance, if a company has 1,000 shares of stock and you own 100 of those shares, you have a 10% equity stake in that company and are entitled or have a claim to 10% of the company's earnings and assets. As the owner of shares in a company, that gives you the right to receive dividends. Now, dividends are periodic payments paid to the investor or shareholder based on the company's performance. Some companies do dividends, some don't. A lot of investors purchase companies that do issue dividends as a form of income. And a lot of folks will just use a dividend reinvestment program or a DRIP program to just reinvest those dividends into the company and compound their investment. It also gives you the right to vote at shareholders' meetings, voice your opinion as to what the company is doing. You can speak. You can, try to influence other shareholders as to how they should vote and which direction the company goes in. That is a multifaceted discussion. We could probably do a show on shareholders' meetings alone. And you have the right to sell your shares to anyone unrestricted. Now, there are two main types of stock, right? Common stock and preferred stock. Common stock usually entitles the owner to a vote at the shareholders meeting and to receive dividends paid out. Preferred stock holders generally do not have voting rights, though they have a higher claim on assets and earnings than common stockholders. For example, if the owner of a preferred stock receives dividends before the common shareholders and have priority if the company goes bankrupt and is liquidated. So those are the basics on stocks. I hope that this increases your basis of information or education on the stock market. Remember to ring the bell, like and subscribe. Also, l- grab one of those links down there and go ahead and sign up for your trading account. We're going to get to the point where we're going to be talking about stocks and we're going to be teaching you how to use these platforms, how to set stop losses, trailing stops. So go ahead and download it, get familiar with it, put some questions in the comment area. We'll go over them, and maybe we can get you on the show one day if you'd like to come and have a discussion with us. So uh, mash the like and subscribe buttons, ring the bells, get your kids a stash account and a custodial account that you just put money in every month. And remember, what we're working for is less work, more stock, more investments, more freedom, and more time with our families. You guys have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you in the next video. Less work, more stock.